Bonsoir tout le monde, j'espère que vous allez bien et bienvenue dans cette nouvelle partie de Fire Emblem Three Houses. Ça fait une petite semaine, hein. Je crois que peut-être même plus d'une semaine que j'ai pas fait de nouvelles parties, mais c'est parti, on est de retour. Alors ce chapitre-là, les choses vont commencer un peu à barder. Déjà que c'était très tendu. Dans les derniers épisodes. Là, ça va être assez encore plus tendax, donc j'ai hâte de voir, enfin de revoir tout ça. Je suis tellement trop éclairé. Comme ça, c'est mieux. Comme ça, c'est mieux. Donc, il va toujours y avoir une musique de dépression. Ça n'a pas changé suite à la mort de notre daron Gerald. Les choses sont plutôt très maussades. Ok, let's go. On va commencer par le quartier libre comme d'habitude. Du coup, nous sommes au mois de février dans le jeu. Explorer le monastère, oui. Let's go. Je n'entends plus la voix de Sores exactement parce que l'épisode dernier, nous avons littéralement fusionné avec Sourface. Du coup, on a une belle nouvelle couleur de cheveux. Nos yeux ont changé. Et bah Sotis a disparu parce que elle a fusionné avec notre body. Du coup, ouais, c'était assez incroyable. Il y avait de très belles cinématiques. Là, on voit que le jeu commence à chauffer un peu. Hein. Bon, il y a Raphaël. Raphaël. On va aller lui dire bonjour.
You look so different. You're still our professor in there, right? Did anything else change besides your hair and eyes? Are your arms bigger? How do your abs look?
J'ai pas mal changé.
Really? You gotta teach me how to do that.
Alors, est-ce qu'on a des trucs à lui donner à notre cher Raphaël? Ok, non, j'ai pas d'impression. On va faire le tour comme d'hab. Hein. Comme d'hab, on va faire le tour. Oh, il y a quelque chose chez... C'est chez qui ça? Non, je crois que j'ai pas vu à qui c'était. Enfin, à qui appartenait cette chambre. On va voir Bernadetta.
So hungry. Oh, is that you, Professor? Sorry, I'm really not feeling well this month. Even leaving my room for dinner is just too much. It's got nothing to do with your, changes. So, don't open the door, please.
Elle est effrayée par nous, cette petite. Est-ce qu'on a un truc pour elle? On n'a rien pour les Black Eagles. C'est vrai qu'il faut que vraiment que je recrute les gens que j'ai envie de recruter là. Là, il ne tarde.
Yes? So, this month's mission is to take part in a ritual at the Holy Tomb, where you will receive a revelation from the goddess herself. What if she really appears? What if I finally get to gaze upon her radiance? I've always imagined the goddess. How beautiful she must be.
Pour toi, on a quelque chose? Non, toujours pas. On va aller dans la serre. Il y a H.
I can't even imagine what it must be like inside the Holy Tomb. I guess you're right. Holy or not, all graves are kind of the same, aren't they? I can't help but wonder, though, just what kind of ritual is this?
Bonne question. Alors là, on a sûrement un truc pour toi, non? Les armes rares, non. Ok, non, même pas. Même pas. Alors on va récolter un peu ce qu'on a semé. Et on va planter... Qu'est-ce qu'on a? Des graines d'herbe encore. Ouais. Avec ça, la graine de fruits. On cultive. Bam. Ok. Pa, pa, pa. On va ramasser tout ça. Là, il y a R. Petra.
In Brigid, we have legends. Stories containing people who have a spirit living inside of them. Those spirit people have much strength. They are maybe able to fly in the air or race across the ocean. Hair that shines and eyes that glow. They have qualities that are not unlike what you are looking like, Professor.
C'est possible.
Do not have doubt, Professor. The powers you have are like the powers of the legends.
Oui. Petra, oui, oui, oui. Du coup, pour elle, on a quelque chose. Attends, non, on a vraiment rien pour les Black Eagles. Est-ce qu'elle va vouloir me recruter? Enfin, est-ce qu'elle va vouloir que je la recrute?
Training has given me great busyness right now, but
Oh. Putain, elle nous met un vent, mais d'une manière très, très gentille. Du coup, on peut pas lui en vouloir.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Although, I suppose, you are something to report. For a moment, I thought you were someone suspicious. Lucky for you, I am quite perceptive. It took only that single moment for me to recognize you. The professor went out and got some new power.
Ouais. Est-ce qu'il y a quelque chose ici? Bam, on ramasse tout ça. Pas grand chose de ce côté en tout cas. On va aller dans le hall. I am Mercedes.
there.
You've been granted this power by the goddess herself. Truly, you must be a very special individual. Maybe Saros transformed before receiving her revelation too.
I haven't heard anything about that before. Maybe that part never found its way into the legend?
It is told that Saros had a revelation, instructing her to use her power for good, and to lead the people of Fodlan to salvation. I wonder what sort of revelation you might have, Professor.
Très bonne question. Alors là, ça c'est pour Ingrid peut-être. Le reste... Bon, je crois qu'on a juste un truc pour Ingrid. Je vais quand même voir si Mercedes veut qu'on la recrute ou pas.
Oh, you want me to join your class? Well, I'm already having so
Oh.
much fun in my
You've been granted maybe.
Alors toi, faut juste qu'on te donne l'objet trouvé là. Ça.
Yes,
Ok.
that's mine.
Nice. Continuons notre exploration.
Hey there. Those students of yours will soon graduate and become unreachable royalty and nobility. You should show them respect now, or you might find yourself out of a job someday. No. One look at your students' faces, and it's apparent that would never happen. Even when your kids graduate, I bet they'll still think fondly of you. You'll always be professor to them.
Oh. Trop mimi. Diptyque abîmé. Ça il me semble que c'est à Linhart. Je sais plus. Ah bah là tiens on a un truc pour Ferdinand et pour Petra. Ah là aussi on a quelque chose. Craint l'orage. Mais c'est pas Caspar qui craint l'orage justement. On va voir.
You're so strong now. I'm starting to understand why you were appointed professor.
Manteau de pluie, non c'est pas ça. Ça.
Yeah, that's definitely mine.
Ok. Super. On va aller dans les jardins. Il y a Anna.
Good deal. Hey, Professor. You seem different. Lots of things seem different around here lately. I've noticed it. Have you?
Tin, 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 tin. Ça c'est à Salef, ça c'est à Shamir. Ok, je vois rien pour elle. On va aller dans les écuries. Est-ce qu'on a un truc là normalement? Ouais. Ok. On ramasse tout ça. Nice. Shamir.
People who live an inordinately long time, people whose hair changes color, and those odd heroes' relics. Is Fodlan some mystical land full of inhuman creatures? You should see for yourself. I'd recommend exploring west of the Empire.
Alors du coup toi on a ça. Ah mais elle a déjà trop de motivation. Du coup mieux vaut attendre. On a rien de ce côté. Ah mince, il y avait quelqu'un là qui veut nous parler.
You there! I recently had an errand to run, and so I had to pass by the office. I didn't mean to, but I overheard Lady Rhea and Sedith arguing. Actually, it was more like Sedith was interrogating Lady Rhea.
Tiens, tiens, tiens. Bon. On va aller voir les chevaliers. Dans cette musique, elle nous met mal hein, quand même. Hein. Gilbert.
Sometimes I find myself thinking I should leave Garrick Mark and return to my home, where I should have been all along. Ignore me. I'm sorry. It's a silly thing. An old man's ramblings and nothing more. I hear that Lady Rhea will accompany you for this month's task. She's the pillar that supports the hearts of Fodlan's people. Her safety is paramount. I hope there are no complications.
Alors toi on a un truc. L'histoire de la marionnette là. Il y a ça aussi. Voilà. On donnera la suite plus tard. Enfin si on le voit encore j'espère.
Monica, no, Kranya. Kranya is dead. And so is Solon, by your hand.
Taking vengeance with your own hand. I'm sure Gerald would be proud.
Oh Léonie.
When you changed, even the other professors were taken completely by surprise. There's a ritual at the Holy Tomb this month, isn't there? I wonder what'll happen with that. I'm sure you'll be all right, but don't lose sight of who you really are, okay? However you may change, and whatever new power goes along with those changes, you'll still be the same person deep down. Remember that.
Alors toi on a le truc je crois. Genre truc de écharpe en fourrure ouais.
Oh, that's mine.
Ok nice. Là on a Catherine.
In our battle last month, we really cut the enemy down to size. But there are other enemies we have yet to hunt down, not least the Flame Emperor. Once we've crushed them all, we can return to our peaceful lives at the monastery. It will happen soon. I have a feeling something big is coming. Oh, this is mine.
Ok. Catherine, je m'en fiche un peu qu'elle nous rejoigne. Hein. De toute manière, elle est trop OP. Ça sera beaucoup trop facile. Hilda et Marianne.
Long ago, Saint Seros was gifted with a divine revelation from the goddess, as well as incredible power. Is that what happened to you too, Professor? No way! The Professor transformed before receiving any kind of divine revelation, right? Still, I wonder, Does the fact that you've changed really mean you've been granted some kind of power? If that's the case, then what sort of revelation can be gained from the ritual? I'm guessing the revelation will just be a gentle reminder to use this new power to save the people of Fodlan. What else is there to say? You don't actually believe we're going to hear the voice of the goddess, do you?
Suspense. Alors ça c'est pour Marianne et ça c'est pour Hilda.
You found it!
Ok. Et toi?
You don't...
Objet trouvé, sac de graines.
Yes, this is mine.
Nice. Noise. Lennart.
How are you, Professor? Did Hanneman make his I will do no harm speech or promise this won't hurt a bit when he asked to study you? Both? I've a bit of research I'd like to perform. Nothing so crass as Hanneman's poking, prodding, and drawing of blood. No, I wish to investigate crest power itself. Crest power must have some kind of limit, right? Lady Rhea says any limits must be the protection of the goddess, but that doesn't quite answer it for me.
Ça c'est pour Petra. C'est à qui ça? Ah c'est à... Ah, d'accord. Ah c'est peut-être à Annette alors. C'est peut-être à Annette.
Oh, Professor! Ah, I'm sorry. That was rude. I didn't recognize you for a second. I guess you're right. If I look hard, I can still tell it's you.
Bah, j'espère, oui. Non, y a rien recruté.
What's up, Professor? You need something from me? Hey, I got a girl waiting.
Jésus Marie. Oh, y a un truc là, j'avais pas vu. Ok, c'est à l'Hésitéa. C'est à l'Hésitéa. Bah tiens, elle est là.
Your hair and your eyes. What happened to you? You didn't lose something as a consequence of gaining these powers, did you? Sometimes our frail bodies don't do well with excess power, so don't push yourself too hard.
Oh.
Hey,
Tiens.
that's mine.
Ok, ça c'est à Sylvain. On n'a rien ici. Chez eux, on a quelque chose. On a Freddy.
Edelgard and Hubert have been busier than usual. Constantly coming and going, in and out of Garreg Mach. Perhaps they are doing something in the Empire. As the legitimate heir of the Eyre family, I have not heard anything about it. But if it were significant, I am sure my father would have told me. Oh, I was looking for this.
Recruté.
Oh, Professor. Here to recruit me, I presume? Well,
Oh.
the eldest son of House Eyre will not be
Ah.
so easily swayed.
J'y ai cru, non. Parce que du coup, Dorothea, c'est la seule qu'on a pu recruter pour l'instant. Il faut arranger tout ça.
What?
Tranya, Solon, they're dead, but we still have a glut of enemies. We still have to take down the Death Knight and the Flame Emperor. Our next battle is fast approaching. I'm ready for it.
Arme rare.
That's mine.
Ok.
Professor, please. If he hears it from you that he needs to rest, perhaps His Highness will listen.
He's exaggerating.
Oh là là.
He thinks my color is off and that rest will cure all. I have a headache, but that's just from lack of sleep. It's not going to stop me from completing this month's mission.
I must insist.
Who do you think you are? I can take care of myself to do.
Et now?
Say, in town earlier, there seemed to be more people around than usual. Is there some festival this month that I'm forgetting about?
J'ai jamais compris pourquoi il disait ça en vrai. Pourquoi il y aurait plus de gens en ville maintenant? Ça doit sûrement faire référence à un truc, mais j'ai pas trop compris pourquoi. Donc c'est à Bernie.
When I first saw you, Professor, with that hair color and that eye color, I thought you looked kind of like Lady Rhea. Like maybe you could be related. I like the way it looks. I wonder if I could change my hair color too. Maybe if I tried hard enough. If I thought real hard about it, I mean. All I need to do is get trapped up in a strange place and then escape, right? Just like you did.
On va dire ça. On a rien pour lui. Non. Là-bas il y a quelque chose. Non, je pense pas. On va aller à la cathédrale. On a Iggy de ce côté. Ah non, c'est Claude.
Hey, Teach, is it okay for you to be out on your own right now? Just please be careful not to topple over again. You scared us nearly to death. Anyway, doesn't Rhea want something from you? Sounds important. I'm glad I'll be there to witness the ritual at the Holy Tomb. I want to see whether or not something happens with my own eyes.
À toi, on a quelque chose? Non, on a Air. De ce côté, il n'y a rien, j'imagine. On va rentrer à l'intérieur. Là, on a quelqu'un. Annette.
Professor, sorry. You gave me a shock. Your hair and eye color are completely different. You just don't look like yourself anymore. Of course, you're right. I'm just being silly as usual.
Chanter.
Oh, that! I thought it was gone for good.
Ok, Annette, je m'en fiche un peu. De l'autre côté, on a quelque chose ou pas? Non, on n'a rien. Bon, on va se taper ici, dans la bibliothèque.
That reminds me, all things considered, this year has been rather terrible. As far as the students are concerned, next month is the last one of the school year.
Eh ouais.
Next month, we will hold the graduation ceremony, though it'll be an understandably subdued affair. This month, we ask that you carry out your duties as best you can, to ensure that our students remain calm.
Aïe 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 aïe. Carte du ciel usée, carte des étoiles créée par l'église, appartient sûrement à quelqu'un qui s'y connaît en astronomie. C'était pas... Happy?
To be honest, I cannot keep up with all that's been happening recently. Monica was actually Kranya. Tomas was actually Solon. Who were these people? What about you, Professor? You were a true ally, yes? Not the most convincing answer you could have given. Still, I simply must take you at your word.
Ok.
Hey, you.
The Holy Tomb, huh? I've worked here for years, and this is the first I've heard of it. I mean, it does make some sense. Sort of. Something about it is still weird. I understand now why they'd build the monastery in the mountainous center of Fodlan. Although...
when the monastery was built, the kingdom and alliance weren't even around yet. But look how cleverly it was placed, right in the middle of the empire, kingdom, and alliance. That's weird, right?
Ah non, c'est à quelqu'un de l'église, ça, ok, ouais.
No,
Non, je sais pas. Je crois que c'est la première fois que je le ramasse, cet objet.
Recently, Professor, I feel as though you've been a bit distant. It's like you're sort of floating above the clouds, separate from other people. And like you've got no interest at all in ever coming back down. How can I help? Hey, don't worry. I thought maybe I'd ask and see what you'd say.
Ok. Well.
Professor, are you positive? Really? Your appearance is due to the influence of the Crest of Flames? Intriguing. Unfortunately, I have found no record of Nemesis's hair and eye color ever changing. However, if that transformation was brought on in part by the power of the crest, that would be most, well, I suppose interesting is too small a word. Still, it would be an absolutely exceptional discovery. To know for certain, we must investigate further. So, close off. What? A full physical is in order, yes? We need to know if this transformation affected you adversely. Don't worry, it won't hurt a bit.
Quel zinzin.
I'm not sure.
Non, c'est pas lui non plus. Ici on a quelque chose. Non. Non.
Professor, I am so happy! Your new hair and eye color suit you well. We make quite the pair. But recently, I sense that things are a bit strained between Lady Rhea and my brother. She wants to do something at the Holy Tomb. I do not know what, but... Whenever it has concluded, I hope they will return to their friendship, as it has always been.
Oh.
Captain. Oh, Professor. How long have you been standing there? I didn't see you. I was just sorting through Captain Gerald's belongings. I haven't made much progress. I keep finding things that bring back memories. Clearing out this room of his belongings again, it's not easy. Oh, this is mine.
Oh. Ouais, les poissons de Faudelan, bah ça me sert à rien. Ça me sert à rien. Mommy Rhea.
Excuse me. You haven't a thing to worry about. You have been gifted the power of the goddess. Furthermore, you have overcome the death of your father, Gerald, and you have destroyed countless of our wicked foes. I am proud, so very proud of who you have become.
Merci.
Once we finish the ritual at the Holy Tomb, all will be well.
C'est à toi ça?
Yes,
Oh!
that is surely mine.
Bah dis donc. Salef.
Ah, it is you. I'm sorry, but I have a lot on my mind. I would prefer to be alone right now.
J'ai un truc pour toi.
Yes, this is mine.
Ok, je te laisse tranquille. Bon, j'ai fait le tour. Je vais aller dans l'abysse. On va voir ce que les autres ont à nous dire. Alors, il n'y a personne ici en tout cas. Allez!
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. You look different. And you're acting different. You're just all around different. Shaking things up, are we? I think that's great. Gotta keep things interesting, right? For what it's worth, it's a good look, and you wear it well.
Merci.
I get it.
Got a shady offer from somebody well-dressed. Noble's lapdog, probably. There was a big sack of coin on offer, but not a lot of real info about the job. It seemed suspicious, so I turned it down. Now I wonder if that was a mistake.
Bow, bow.
Oh.
Oh.
Can't be. Hey pal, how you holding up? The human body is strong, but we all have our limits. Even folks who fraternize with the goddess. How was she, by the way? A real knockout, yeah? I knew it! Good thing I never officially turned my back on that beaut, huh? Next punch I throw, it's for her. Well, in any case, we have our work cut out for us. No telling what they're planning next.
On n'a rien pour les Ashen Wolves. Du coup, tant pis. Il y a quelqu'un d'autre là-bas. Enfin, ils sont deux même. Ah, les girls.
My word. It seems that the rumors of you receiving the goddess's power were true.
But you're still you, obviously. Good. It would be a shame if you changed into someone I didn't like.
It's clear to me, at least, that you are something more than you were. Something special.
Yeah. I just hope this newfound specialness doesn't spell trouble for the rest of us.
Non, on n'a rien pour elle. Petit chat. Miaou. Bon, on va aller voir Yuri.
Huh? Look at you. Listen, all sorts of folks wind up in this place for all sorts of reasons. Nobody's judging. Whatever happened to you doesn't make one bit of difference to any of these people.
Oh! Dégagez, wesh!
Things certainly have changed lately. Not that I mind. Or perhaps the only thing that's different is how you look. Or has your personality changed too? Is that so? You're not a great liar, you know. Well, whatever the case, I still like you just the same as I always have.
On va juste fouiller les poubelles et après on se tire. Arc entraînement, lance-fer. Bon, je sais pas s'il y a vraiment des choses très intéressantes hein, dans ce bazar. Bon. Oui. Remontons à la surface. On va aller faire nos petites activités du mois. On n'a que 3 week-ends cette fois-ci, donc quartier libre, bataille, séminaire et puis non, nouveau quartier libre pour voir si on peut recruter d'autres personnes et puis la mission. Alors, bah tiens, j'ai un soutien qui s'est débloqué ici. On va aller voir ce que c'est tout de suite. Ah, je pensais qu'il y avait un truc ici, mais non. Ah, c'est là. Alors. Salef. Tiens.
Ah, there you are. I apologize for calling you in so suddenly. Please, sit. There is a matter I would like to discuss with you. I believe I've told you this before, but it is my responsibility to aid the Archbishop in all her duties. Spiritual instruction, ceremony oversight, donation management, all of the Church's many administrative tasks. I oversee not only the priesthood, but also the Knights of Xaesque and the Officers' Academy. The Archbishop entrusts a great deal to my discretion, and I am honored by her confidence. Even when she must make decisions herself, she often seeks my counsel in advance. And yet, your appointment to a teaching position at the Officers' Academy was a complete surprise to me. Not only that, but you have also been entrusted with the Sword of the Creator. I was as surprised as anyone else to learn that. And now, well, I will spare you my conjecture. In any case, it is time I learned more about you. I ask only that you answer my questions honestly. I will be most grateful for your cooperation. First, I would like to know just how much you know about yourself. You are the child of Gerald Eisner, correct?
C'est ce qu'on m'a dit.
That's quite a vague reply for such a basic question. In the future, I would advise you to answer such queries with confidence. As the former captain of the Knights of Xaesque, Gerald was renowned throughout Fodlan. If you really are his child, then no one would voice any complaint about you joining the Knights. How long has it been since you became a mercenary? Given your youth, that hardly seems likely. Come to think of it, I have never asked your age. Just how old are you exactly? Your face says it all. You truly don't know, do you? Just what was Gerald thinking, raising you this way? Given your responses thus far, I feel as though any further questions would just be a waste of our time. However, permit me to make one thing clear. Whatever her reasons, the Archbishop has placed great faith in you. Do not betray that trust. That is all.
That is all. Je sais pas pourquoi j'ai changé de scène, mais peut-être c'était bien, peut-être c'était pas bien, je sais pas. Pourquoi pas? Du coup on a fait ça. Bon, réfectoire, on va aller manger. On va aller manger. Ah, il y avait un truc là-bas. Je crois qu'on avait fait Mercedes la dernière fois. On pourrait faire qui cette fois-ci? Quelqu'un qu'on a envie de recruter. Sylvain on avait déjà fait. Petra pourquoi pas? Je sais pas si on avait déjà fait avec Petra. Bon, essayons. Putain, j'ai peu d'ingrédients quand même, hein. Tu sais quoi, je vais pas le faire. Pour peut-être le faire pour le mois prochain. Du coup, plat du jour. Oh là là. Des gens ne sont pas motivés du tout. On peut. Balthus et Claude, ils ont un support ou pas? Je sais pas. Sinon, je fais Dorothea et Manuela. Tiens, je vais regarder le support de Balthus. Ça m'intéresse. Avec... Ah si, il en a avec Claude aussi. Bon, pourquoi pas. On va essayer ça.
That smell, it's amazing.
My favorite meal at my favorite cost. Free.
Ok, eux ils sont good. À la carte, on a quoi en ce moment? Ok, tout ça. Tiens, on peut faire une tourte pour Dorothea et Manuela.
Look at how fancy the professor is, dining with 2 stars of the stage. You must be flattered, no?
We can't sing and dance our way through the meal, but do you like the opera, Professor?
Quel rêve. de manger avec eux deux. On peut encore se permettre de manger. Marinade du marin. On peut faire ça avec Raphaël et Flane. Je crois qu'ils ont des supports marrants eux.
This is delicious!
This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking.
Ok, adjugé vendu. Gratin au fromage Gautier. Alors cette fois-ci on va le faire avec des gens qu'on veut recruter. Genre... Sylvain... Il y a juste Sylvain là. Sinon on n'a qu'à faire Linhart et Sylvain. Let's go.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor. I realized it after I got to the monastery. Nobody in Fargus knows how to cook.
Ok, et enfin le ragoût de hareng. Lorenz et Knatz, ils aimeraient bien manger peut-être, mais j'ai quand même envie de dépenser ça sur des gens que j'ai envie de recruter quoi. C'est-à-dire Petra et Mercedes. Let's go.
Eating with friends is warming for the heart. I know. Let's have tea together after our meal.
Trop mimidou. Ok, donc ça c'est fait. Allez, on va aller au sauna.
Let me tell you.
Avec qui? Telle est la question. Je crois que Dorothée on a fait. Manuela on a fait. Avec qui on pourrait aller au sauna? Ah, ce qu'on a fait avec Marianne. Sinon, let's go. Ok. Encore une fois. Ok, ils sont bien. Parfait. Ok, noise. Le tournoi, on le fera le mois prochain. Ah, j'ai plein de supports qui se sont débloqués là. Du coup, on va aller à la cathédrale. On va faire les conseils. Hey you. Alors, Lorenz, connaîtriez-vous quelqu'un qui serait enclin à déguster des thés en compagnie d'un héritier noble tel que moi? Bah, Ferdinand, bien sûr. Voilà, parfait. Claude, on me décrit souvent comme étrange. Ne pensez-vous pas que chacun devrait être libre d'avoir ses propres points de vue sans subir les jugements des autres? Restez fidèle à vous-même, peu importe ce qui se dit. Au lieu de ruminer, faites-leur avaler leurs paroles. Ce n'est pas leur faute si vous êtes étrange. Bah, le premier, ça m'a l'air bien. Ouais, ok. On va aller chanter avec Lawrence et Constance. Ok, nice. On a quelques supports, du coup on va aller les faire. Dorothea, encore. Let's go. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Professor, oh, don't worry.
It's nothing. Actually, could we talk for a bit? Somewhere a little more private? I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I find you a little difficult to be around. I know. I'm your student and you're just trying to watch out for me. But the way you look at me sometimes, it's like you're seeing right through me.
Lire en vous?
Don't worry. I know you don't mean anything bad by it. I'm just too self-conscious, I guess. The thing is, I don't have anything to call my own. No land, no birthright, no fortune. Little knowledge or battle skill. I think that's why I always clung to my popularity as a diva. Even after leaving the stage behind, I sort of kept up the act. When I look at you, it's like your eyes are accusing me. Telling me that you see right through it. That's what I mean when I say it's difficult being around you. Hey, this might be nuts, but maybe you could show me some kind of weakness of yours? You know my biggest fear. If I know one of yours, maybe I'll feel less, I don't know, vulnerable. Excellent. Well then, don't mind me. You know, Professor, I never hear any gossip about you. Of a romantic nature, I mean. Would I be right in assuming you're not very experienced with romance? Maybe we should find out somehow. Professor? What's with you? Why aren't you reacting to anything I'm doing? Come on. Is your heart even beating?
Mais qu'est-ce qui se passe? Il ne bat pas.
Don't be so silly. Huh? It really isn't beating? Is what I'd say if I were more gullible. You're just fooling around, Professor. I'm not sure how you did it, but that was a good one.
Elle a fait peur là sur cette petite partie là. C'était très très bizarre. Bon, on a d'autres soutiens. On va aller voir ça tout de suite. Alors, qui est-ce? Linhart. Oh, Justus Moria.
Well, hello, Professor. You came all the way to my room to... Oh.
Hi, Jasbent. How are you?
Thank you.
Je vais bien. Et toi? It means I'm fine, and you?
It's not that I want to miss lectures. Exactly. Drowsiness is my arch nemesis. For some reason, I just can't seem to win against it. Just talking about it makes me sleepy.
Vous manquez de motivation, jeune homme.
It's not that I don't have enough motivation. The problem is that I don't have any at all. Not for useless things. I must compliment you, though. By this point in most conversations, I'm bored senseless. But I'm enjoying this. I wonder why. What is it about you that fascinates me so? You're definitely a stranger.
Je crois qu'ils veulent tous me ken hein, dans ce jeu.
In truth, your very nature is odd. You're definitely not a commoner, but you don't seem like a noble either. You're something else. And yet you can wield one of the hero's relics. You're like a hero in some silly legend. Or you could be a villain who came here to enact some evil plot. That wouldn't surprise me either. Hey, Professor, will you ever allow me to investigate that crest of yours? It won't hurt a bit, I swear. I'm sure I could find out all sorts of things about your crest. And you. Of course, I'm not as experienced with such research as Professor Hanneman, but I do what I can. Someday, I think I might like to become a crest scholar. You never know. Oh, don't trouble yourself. I didn't mean now. I've got a lot of other research I'm working on at the moment. I tend to start a project, get bored, and then leave it be. I might be ready to investigate your crest soon. I'd have to tidy up a bit first. On that note, good night, Professor.
Good night. Okay, I was going to reply in French, but I know where to put the aussi. I'm good as well. Je vais bien aussi. Yeah, that's perfect. Je vais bien aussi. Ok, on a une qui a pop encore depuis. Let's see. Ah! Ah! Qu'est-ce qu'il veut? Oui.
Hey, Teach, do you believe in gods?
Oula.
I don't necessarily mean the goddess of the Xaesque religion, just gods in general. Do you believe that incredible beings who control the fates of all really exist? Yeah, I didn't think so. I never used to believe in that sort of thing either. I've always hated the idea of praying to a god. After all, you can only really rely on yourself. I still believe that. You can't win a war by leaving your fate in the hands of a god. Only tangible facts can really decide a war. Which side has the most troops, the best tactics, the better organization and planning. Of course, miracles can happen, and by that I mean things that are completely outside of your control. Things that only seem to add up if you believe in the concept of fate. Things like, well, like meeting you, for example. You just seem sort of impossible. I think everyone would agree with that. You can wield the sword of the creator. You're a tactical genius, and you have this strange ability to earn the trust of anyone you cross paths with. Before I met you, I never imagined that it was possible for someone like you to exist. And yet, now that I know you, your presence in my life has quickly become invaluable. In fact, it's hard to imagine making my dreams come true without your help. Because of that, I can't believe for a second that our meeting was just a coincidence. That means it must have been fate. Maybe it was a miracle, or maybe some god empathized with me in my dreams. Again, I don't mean the goddess of Fodlan, though I suppose it may be hard for you to grasp what I'm talking about. People all over the world have different ideas about who or what the gods are, right? Even in distant lands across the ocean or over the mountains. They have gods who see the world as a whole, who don't care about Fodlan's borders, who don't meddle in our affairs, who don't grant life or take it away. And maybe, sometimes, they'll make a miracle happen. A god like that, that's the sort of god I think I could believe in. Careful, Teach. You'll anger the followers of Xaesque if you say things like that. I'm just speaking my mind, that's all. I think people should be free to believe in whatever gods they want. If a person believes in a god and that god becomes a support system for them, that's a good thing. That's what a god should be. Anyway, maybe I've overstepped a bit. Sheesh, no need to take offense. I just thought you might understand how I feel. In any case, let's keep this conversation between the two of us, yeah?
Oh la mamacita! Le jeu c'est quiet. You mean the sound? Let me move it up. Bam! Maybe that's better like that. C'est vraiment, il est woke hein, le Claude là. Imagine s'il y avait Twitter à l'époque, je suis sûr il aurait 10 000 followers. Okay, I put the sound up so it should be fine now. Thank you for telling me. Okay, next. Oh! Oh!
Professor. A pleasure to see you. I was here for confessional. Confessing my foolishness. While I'm at it, may I confess something to you too? I realize what a burden I've been. On you, I mean. After every breakup, I neglect my work, and I know how that affects you. I'm completely worthless as a woman. Can you imagine how that feels? Oh, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. I just know it. You think so too, don't you?
No.
Really? So if I couldn't find anybody else, you'd marry me? Oh, don't worry. I can tell by the look on your face you didn't mean it. What's wrong with me? It's not my looks. I'm still gorgeous. Or am I? Be honest. Do I look old? No, not possible. I'm the songstress who swept the Empire off its feet. Men professed their love for me hourly. It can't be my looks. I knew I was right. I'd be in real trouble if I weren't this beautiful. Oh no. If the problem isn't my looks, and they are not the problem, then it must be... what? My personality?
Mais non.
A girl can tell a lie when she hears one. You think there's a problem, don't you? I suppose I can be a bit unkempt. I do have a short temper, and I may be a little lazy, sometimes. But I've always heard fellas, you know, like a woman with a few flaws. Seems to me there are plenty of flawed girls who have landed themselves a good man. So maybe my trouble is I'm not imperfect enough. Do you think I could use a few more flaws? Are you saying I'm perfect as I am?
Oh la 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 la.
You'll make me blush.
C'est incroyable dans ce jeu, tout le monde veut mes fesses. Bon, ok, ça c'est bon, j'ai fait tout. Okay, the game is better now. Fire Emblem's version of Fern, like, oh no, I'm ugly. Yeah! They are basically the same. Big boobies. Big boobie girl. Ok, je crois que j'ai tout fait. Je suis allé dans les abysses, j'ai fait les activités. I think I'm fine. Let's move on. Continuons dans notre petit calendrier. C'est l'heure des cours. Ok. Bon, let's go. On va torcher tout ça. Allez.
Let's do this again sometime.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's do this again sometime.
Ok, Raph.
Looks like I got it right.
You really think I'm that great?
Bam, bam, bam.
It's starting to come together for me.
Bam, bam, bam.
It's starting to come together for me.
Cuirassé.
Looks like I got it right.
Ok, Lysophia. Ok, nice.
Gotta keep working hard.
B+.
I see.
Et science.
Easier than I thought. Don't stop. Keep it coming.
Bam, bam, bam.
It was quite a challenge.
Marianne. Ah mince, elle avait que 3 trucs elle. Encore là-dedans et une dans le soin.
I can't believe it.
Ah.
Oh, I'll try to get the next one too. That was nice.
Ok. Hilda. On a encore que 3 trucs, mais...
Yeah!
Yeah!
That was so helpful. That was so helpful.
Ok, Léonie.
I appreciate your coaching, Professor.
Faut vraiment qu'elle up, hein, celle-là.
I appreciate your coaching, Professor.
Ah, une étoile, bon. Ok. Ensuite, les corvées. On va mettre Raphaël et Yuri comme d'hab. Exécuter, objectif, est-ce qu'on doit changer quelque chose? Là, ça bouge pas. Ouais, je crois que ça bouge pas pour l'instant. Ça m'a l'air fine.
I have a question.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Une fille quelconque est parfois plus populaire qu'une jeune fille à l'immense beauté. Tout comme on préfère parfois chez les nobles un vicomte à un duc. Savez-vous pourquoi? C'est difficile d'aborder quelqu'un qu'on idéalise.
That's it then.
Ah, c'était pas le... D'accord. C'était pas le max.
Professor.
Non. Ok. Ah. Ah. Lies a fear.
Professor, thank you for helping me with my training. I'd love to do this again if possible. Your advice is always so useful. Everyone thinks you're a wonderful teacher. You account for people's weaknesses while capitalizing on their strengths. Initially, I wasn't sure you paid too much attention to your students. Clearly, I was wrong. After all, were that the case, you wouldn't be capable of providing such useful feedback. I'll continue to learn and grow from your instruction, Professor. I just know it. You think I'm determined?
Bah oui.
Professor, thank you. You're the only one who's ever praised me like that. I mean, people are always telling me I've got a knack for magic. If you can call the power of my crest a knack, they aren't wrong per se. Though bearing 2 crests isn't a gift I ever asked for. Anyhow, I've made a point to work harder than most and not rely too heavily on the power they bestow. So I find it frustrating that the only praise I seem to receive is directly related to that power. If you've noticed how hard I work, then well, it makes me very happy. Well, you see, it is because I am the only child of House Ordelia. I must do all I can for my family name. I'm determined to someday be of real value to them, and that day must come soon. I can't waste any time. I don't have much of it left. Anyway, I should be going. Thank you again for your help.
Quelle queen. Ok.
Let's do this.
Oh yeah!
Got that sorted in no time.
Perfect. Bam bam bam. Alors, let's go fighter des gens. Let's go fighter des gens. Bataille. Alors, il faut être niveau 21 pour la mission. Est-ce que j'ai des quêtes ou pas? J'ai pas envie de faire les annexes, ça prend beaucoup trop de temps. Je n'ai pas le temps. On va juste faire des trucs optionnels, hein. On va juste faire ça, hein. Je pense que c'est très bien. Du coup, faut être niveau 21. Je sais pas à quel niveau ils sont mes enfants. Je crois qu'ils sont même pas niveau 20 encore. Donc, on va peut-être en faire 2 vite fait. Expédition pleine. On va en faire 2. Bam 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 pour les up un petit peu. 18, niveau 18, 17, 16, 16. Aïe 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 aïe. Aïe 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 aïe. Pim, pim. Ok, on va faire ça. Inventaire. Alors lui, le marteau, t'en as pas besoin. L'épée, c'est bon. Elle, le bâton magique, elle s'en fiche. La chassier, par contre, elle est en train de die. Ça, c'est bon. Ça, c'est bon. Arc acier. Épée en acier. Feu. Arc argent. Ok, faudrait quand même réparer pour Hilda. Hilda, Shamir peut-être et Marianne. Marianne ça devrait aller encore, mais en tout cas Hilda et Shamir faut qu'on répare. Est-ce que j'ai des boosts? Oula. Oui. Force. Qui a besoin de force? 12, 10. Ouais, il y en a pas mal qui sont à 10. Flane. Ouais, Flane, pourquoi pas, elle s'en fiche. Marianne aussi. Elle aussi. Je crois que Marianne c'est la seule qui ne peut, enfin qui ne pourra pas utiliser de magie. Du coup, on va quand même lui donner à elle. Bardan Corias et utiliser. Ok. Ouais, c'est bon, technique. Si on a des trucs intéressants. Initiative, ça c'est très bien, Thor. On peut le switcher avec. On peut le switcher avec l'autorité. Il y a trop de trucs. Capacité, est-ce qu'on a des trucs en plus? Il n'utilise pas les haches, du coup c'est bon. Lui non plus. Elle est à l'arc. Anti-aérien n'a plus de place. Ah, écrasement. Faudrait peut-être lui donner. Voilà. Ouais, ok. Les escouades, on s'en chargera plus tard. Alors, marcher. On va juste réparer ça. Et Shamir. Ok. Carte. Alors. On va mettre les tanks devant. Hilda. Et on se fait un jump dès le début en fait. Bon, Moi, ça me paraît bien comme ça. Sauvegardons. Let's go. Alors. Ah. Wait. Oh, oh, ok. Oh. 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 Ils ont déjà des classes. Ils ont déjà des nouvelles classes. Bon, faudra qu'on les bute en premier.
Yep.
On va essayer de les buter en premier. Que 70% de chance. On va faire du feu, hein. Ok. Ah!
Baby steps, I guess.
Ok, là on peut le défoncer assez rapidement, lui normalement. On va essayer. Alors j'essaye avec.
Let us away.
Il fait 0 dégâts. Parce que d'abord faudra qu'on tue celui là-bas. On va le buter avec Shamir. Bam!
Silenced.
Ok. Toi, tu peux aller lui mettre une patate dans la gueule. S'il te plaît! Ok. Ça c'est bien. Et du coup celui-là on peut le finir avec Manuela. Un petit arc? Ouais. Bam! Ok, nice. De ce côté... Ah, j'ai pas trop la range. Wimp, wimp, wimp.
Sure thing.
C'est qui m'attaque là-bas? Ah. Je crois que Yuri, il a pas mal de résistance. Du coup, c'est fine. Ok.
I got this.
Ah, lui, il tue pas en un coup. Elle non plus, ça c'est sûr. Et Flame, bon, faut pas abuser. On va claquer un petit assaut furieux.
Sorry, don't know my own strength.
Ok. Lui, on n'a pas la range. Il va attaquer qui là? Happy, elle devrait s'en sortir, du coup ça va. Là c'est qui vient? Bon, je pense qu'elle devrait survivre. On peut les avancer un petit peu. Ok. Même pas peur. Ok, elle a esquivé. Ok. Voilà, parfait. Ce qui est bien avec Yuri Chevalier parce qu'il va avoir beaucoup de défense et beaucoup de résistance. Et du coup ça c'est plutôt nice. Ok, parfait. On va déjà commencer à les défoncer de ce côté. Ok. Avec Hilda. Oula. Ok, c'est bien.
Sorry, did I hurt you? Oh dear, maybe I was too lazy.
Franchement, j'ai des niveaux des fois, c'est n'importe quoi. Alors lui, il est presque mort. Est-ce que Manuela peut le terminer? Non. Du coup, on va le donner à Shamir, tant pis.
Are we done?
Ok. Là de ce côté, on a... Elle peut le terminer. Flame. Bam.
I am spent. A bit
Putain, mais les gars, je sais pas, faites un effort. Marianne, faudrait lui donner un kill. Lance glacée. Est-ce qu'on claque la lance glacée? Ouais. Allez.
I'm really sorry.
Niveau 17.
I wonder how much more I can learn.
Maintenant, eux. Yuri peut peut-être taper. Voilà. Blanc. Est-ce que Manuela a la range? Oui. Let's go.
Worthy of applause.
Voilà.
More polish never hurts.
Seulement il y avait de la défense, mais bon, c'est pas grave. Allez, Anna, pourquoi pas. Oh! Nice.
Amazing.
Amazing. On va bait avec Wrath. Là, elle tue. Je vais peut-être bait avec Hilda de ce côté. Histoire de les bouger un peu. Voilà. On va taper dans le... On va rentrer dans l'art. Hein. On va rentrer dans l'art. Bam!
Should have trained better. Making my muscles proud.
Ok. C'est quoi, je vais tuer avec... Ah non, je vais peut-être donner le kill à Marianne. Peut-être. Ah mais j'ai pas envie de refaire une lance glacée donc elle tue pas. Bon, on va donner à Anna. Voilà, on va laisser peser. Peut-être commencer à le taper avec Iggy. Au pire, s'il fait un crit, c'est pas grave. Ah, voilà. Bam. Bon, au moins, ça c'est fait. Niveau 18.
It's hard to be happy about this.
Hey, good job.
Un peu soignée, elle. Why not? On va juste la déplacer ici. Bam, soin. Et flame. Ok. Et ils se ramènent tous. Happy, tape-le. Mon feu, ça devrait suffire. Et Hilda peut le terminer. Hilda! Et de ce côté... Niveau 17, Marianne, Manuela... Ah, il tue pas lui. Tue pas ce zinzin. On va faire ça comme ça. Peut-être Iggy, tu peux le taper. Bam. Comme ça. Manuela termine lui. Avec le Spheratou, pourquoi pas. Ah, presque niveau 18. Et Marianne peut terminer lui. Oh, mais elle est relou celle-là. Bon, des arçonneurs, let's go. Allez, s'il te plaît, de la force. De la défense. Mais, pourquoi de la magie? Oh là là. Ah, ça m'épuise les level up comme ça. Oh, héros Manuela. Bon, on va en faire un deuxième, vite fait, après on va partir sur la suite. Comme ça on les XP un petit peu. Voilà. Parce que j'aime bien utiliser toutes mes unités, moi. J'aime pas juste prendre 10 unités et jouer que avec elles tout le long du jeu. J'aime bien jouer avec tout le monde. C'est pour ça que je les entraîne tous. Expédition Empire. Alors, oula. 19, 18, je pense que 18 on peut les garder. 17, 17, 18, 17, 18, 18. 18 encore une fois. Constance aussi. Let's go. Inventaire. Alors là ça n'a pas changé. Elle a un trésor. Alors la lance acier de Marianne, faut qu'on la répare. Lui c'est bon, elle c'est bon. On n'a pas de tank là, donc ça va être un peu compliqué. Ah, si on a Yuri quand même. On va voir ce qu'il adviendra. Du coup, marché, forge, réparer. Marianne. Parfait. Alors. Je pense que Shamir elle a quand même pas mal de défense. Du coup, au pire, on pourra la mettre devant. Yuri. Elle a 12 de défense, cette bitch. Non mais je pense qu'elle a pas trop de vitesse, hein. 16, quoique ça va. On va mettre Yuri de ce côté quand même. Et elle ici. On va voir, hein. On va voir. Pam, 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 pam. Toi, je peux peut-être ouais, équiper l'arc. Toi, ça devra aller. Bon. Let's go. Bon, elle va se faire agresser la gueule. Au moins, elle ne meurt pas. C'est l'essentiel. On va mettre Happy derrière. Anna. Là, on met Yuri. Avec elle, voilà, pourquoi pas. Et de ce côté, on va mettre Shamir. Y'a qui m'attaque là? Si je vais ici, c'est l'archer. Voilà, comme ça. Bon, voyons voir ce qui se passe. Oh, l'esquive. Oh, comment il flex. Ah là 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 là. La vitesse c'est bien, les PV ok. Allez Yuri, bam. Oula, Shamir elle se fait double. Ok, bon ça devra aller. Niveau 19.
Strength is all for a mercenary.
Ils vont tous se ramener. Oula. Fou. Bon, c'est fine. Alors on va commencer par là. Happy, tu peux peut-être bien le défoncer lui. Voilà, 5, Banshee. Et toi, boum. C'est quoi cette pose? Non mais ça me bute. Là, y'a qui peut arriver là? Lui. Ouais, on peut peut-être le bait avec elle. Ça devrait aller. Lui, on peut l'attaquer. Est-ce que Lorenz peut le tuer? Oh là là. On va continuer de les bait, hein. En tout cas au milieu. À droite, Shamir. Putain mais les gars, faites un effort. Shamir par contre. On va devoir la faire reculer. Ouais. Comme ça. Toi tu peux défoncer. Oh là là. Elle va se faire éclater la goule. Bam!
I can't afford to lose.
Et Iggy peut défoncer lui.
I get things done.
Elle peut rien faire. Bon. Voilà, ça c'était sûr. Oh là 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 là. Elle va se faire défoncer par l'archer. Voilà, ça c'était sûr, hein.
I wasn't able to help.
C'est pas grave. C'est pas grave, c'est pas grave. Lui, il est fini. Bam.
Silenced.
Maintenant, Iggy de ce côté. Est-ce qu'on va le foutre avec, voilà, avec l'arc?
I did it. I did.
Yes, you did. Ici, elle devrait pouvoir le terminer.
Who's next?
Et de ce côté... Non, je sais pas, je pense pas que là ça suffira pour Constance, quoique avec un assaut furieux. Après elle va se faire attaquer par lui là. Bon. On peut tenter quand même, hein. Prenons des risques. Voilà. Bim. Et assaut furieux.
May my foes someday forgive me.
Ça me bute. Bon là faut qu'on bouge par contre. Faut que Yuri il bouge. Il peut aller buter lui. Vas-y.
Face it, I'm better than you.
Ok.
Well, that's
Donc PV défense ça me va encore.
a bit more skill never hurt anyone.
Ici par contre, Flame elle ne peut rien faire. Lorenz qui peut tuer, non. Et elle. Non mais c'est une blague! Tir travaillé sinon. Lui aussi il a tir travaillé. Il n'a pas de tir travaillé? Bon. On va faire tir travaillé avec elle. Est-ce que ça suffit? Ça devrait suffire. Ok, on s'a elle. Quoi? Bon, voilà. Vas-y, Lorenz.
A trivial victory.
Ok, ça c'est fait. Et elle, peut-être le... Non, ok, bon, reste dans ton coin, toi. Yes. Ils vont se ramener. Elle, ça c'était sûr. On va refaire la même, hein. Voilà, parfait.
You're outclassed. I am still far from my best.
De ce côté... Le truc c'est qu'elle va die la Happy là. Allez Anna, magie, résistance. Bon ça va. Par contre là ils vont tous vouloir nous niquer notre gueule en fait. Surtout lui là. Il faut qu'on peut-être qu'on la soigne. 6, 12, 24. Ouais, on va la soigner. Bon, elle va peut-être pas... Elle va peut-être pas survivre, mais on peut essayer. On peut try. Elle, on va la laisser là. Toi avance. Lui, on peut le bait. Voilà, on va faire ça. Ok. Oh, pas d'esquive cette fois. Bam, bam. Nice. She lives. She lives. Bon, lui il est décédé. Oh, de la défense. Pour dead. Oh non, mais sa pose de fin elle est tellement cringe. We gotta try. Bam. Ok. Alors de ce côté, Lorenz et Flame peuvent l'attaquer. Lui peut faire une petite... Ok. Du coup, toi tu peux peut-être le tuer lui, voilà, parfait. Voilà, très bien. Faut juste de la défense un peu les potes là. Du coup, si je veux tuer avec Flame, elle fait 9 au max. Du coup, faut que je leur enlève 27 PV. 27. Du coup, si je fais ça... Ok, ça fait déjà 20, c'est bien. Ah, mais que 65, ok, on va plutôt faire le tir travaillé d'abord. Parce que Shamir, elle est trop loin. Ouais. Quoique... Ah non. Oh, mais elle peut faire un coup critique par contre. Et lui, il fait combien? Ok, ça devrait aller. It should be fine. Bam! Ok, et Lawrence. Ouh!
Magnificent.
Mais non! Putain, le Xaesque qui tue quoi. Je t'ai pas demandé de faire ça, hein. Bon, c'est pas grave. Alors, les batailles c'est terminé. Ça fait 1h40 déjà, du coup on va avancer. L'épisode va durer 3 heures. Miaou.
I have gratitude.
I have gratitude.
Thanks so much.
I thank you.
Alors, deuxième jour de cours. Est-ce que des gens sont motivés? Ok, elle est motivée.
It was quite a challenge. I've got to keep working hard.
Ok. Flame. C'est plus.
Well worth the effort.
Parfait.
I've done it. No need to discontinue with the praises. I have done it.
Et de la science.
I have done it. All thanks to your help.
Toujours pas la 3e étoile. Ok, Manuela. Lance.
Let's do this again sometime, Professor.
Et arc.
You're so good at teaching. You're so good at teaching.
I know, I know. Chamirel, ça bouge pas.
You're a good professor. Let's do this again.
Ok. Balthus. Toujours la même
Make this
chose.
stuff brings back.
Ok, Hilda, elle a un peu de motivation.
That was so helpful.
Et Lorenz, pourquoi pas. Un petit truc. Là-dedans. Ok. Corvée. Alors là, on met qui? On met Manuela. Flane, je voulais la faire quoi? Non, Flane, elle n'a pas besoin. Il y a Léonie, mais elle est déjà B. Happy aussi. Constance, non, ça sert à rien. Bon. On n'a qu'à mettre Léonie quand même. Objectif, c'est bon, let's go. Non. C'est l'anniversaire de qui? De Félix? Ouais.
I'm counting on you.
Oh, fine.
Good enough, Professor?
Ok.
I feel like I get it now.
I'm a quick study.
A bit more skill never hurt anyone.
Ok, maintenant on va refaire un quartier libre juste pour voir si on peut peut-être recruter qui on veut recruter quoi. Quartier libre. Salut Nephelia, comment ça va? Oh! Putain, les textures incroyables. Bon, on va juste aller au réfectoire, manger. Les cerfs d'or, c'est les meilleurs. N'est-ce pas, c'est les meilleurs? Plat du jour. Ok, on peut mettre qui? Alors, non, là je vais me concentrer sur ceux que j'ai envie de recruter. Du coup, il y a Fleurdy, Sylvain. Ouais, let's go. Après, ma couleur préférée, bleu, lion, saphir. Ouais, c'est vrai que... Mais moi, je mets les Blue Lions en deuxième, donc ça va. à la carte. Y a rien de particulier cette fois. Bon, on va faire des trucs au pif. Hein. Mercedes et... Mercedes c'est qui? C'est qui a des supports avec Mercedes? Genre dans les... C'est pas Yuri? Supports. Il est avec Baelev. Non, non même pas. C'est Happy? Dimitri H. Constance, non. C'est Constance alors? Ah bah oui, c'est Constance qui a des supports avec Mercedes, du coup on va faire ça. Pas voix japonais, non. Mais je trouve que les... Je trouve que les doublages en anglais sont super bien faits. Oh! Attends, elles ont fait un dialogue là et j'ai pas écouté? Ma jumelle Dorothea. Constance Senpai. Ok, on va continuer. Sorbet, pourquoi pas. On peut mettre qui du coup d'autres que j'ai envie d'avoir? Personne n'aime, super. Ça. Petra, voilà. Petra et... On a qu'à mettre Linhart.
I would be liking that greatly.
You know, sometimes I forget to eat.
C'est pas très bon pour la santé ça. Ok, du coup j'en étais à où? J'en étais à ça. Qui veut du hareng? Personne n'aime le hareng. Ok. Marinade, c'est bien ça. Non. En soi, j'ai fait avec tout le monde à peu près. Hein. En soi, j'ai fait avec à peu près tout le monde. Bon. On va voir si ils veulent, enfin s'ils sont ok pour me recruter, enfin pour que je les recrute. Alors ils se cachent où? Où est-ce que vous vous cachez les enfants? Ok, là il y a Sylvain. On va voir si ça m'a débloqué peut-être des supports. Non. Bon. Ça s'annonce mal. Voilà. Ok, super. Super. Là il y a Ferdy. Bon, j'y crois pas trop non plus, hein.
Edelgard and Hubert have constantly as the but if it were significant. Oh, Professor. Well, the eldest son of House Eyre will not be so easily swayed.
Ok. Petra. Petra, il est où? Ah, il est là.
Professor, hair that shines. Training has given me great busyness right now, but...
Ouin, ouin, ouin. Mercedes. Je crois que c'est la dernière.
You've been maybe it is I wonder.
Oh, I'm already having so much fun in it.
Ok. Bon, c'est parti pour la mission du mois. Ah, c'est l'anniversaire de Liza.
I am grateful.
Ok. J'aurais pas mal. Oh là là. On fera ça après. Est-ce que j'ai des. Ok, j'ai. Ah non, puisque lui, je lui ai changé de classe maintenant. Il a la classe du prophète. Du coup, c'est fine. Lui, ça change pas. Il y a personne qui est niveau 20. Ah, c'est Constance, elle est niveau 20. Et Constance, je voulais faire quoi avec elle? Ah bah non, elle est danseuse, du coup, bah ça sert à rien. Mais sinon, tous les autres, ils sont bien dans les bonnes classes, hein. C'est quand qu'elle a assez d'expérience dans sa classe? Elle a encore 22. Elle, je voulais la faire devenir quoi Dorothea. Ah oui. Oups. Oula. Je me suis trompé de... Voilà. Je voulais la faire devenir prêtresse guerrière. Du coup, je peux peut-être la changer, hein. Je peux peut-être la mettre en autre chose. Lui c'est bon, lui c'est bon, lui c'est bon. Lui aussi. Elle aussi, elle aussi. Elle, on attend qu'elle évolue. Elle aussi. Il faudrait que je la mette en brigand, sauf qu'elle peut pas encore. Elle, c'est bon. Elle peut pas encore. Elle, j'ai pas changé. Elle, c'est bon. Yori, c'est bon. Ouais, bon, ça me paraît bien. Bon, let's go vers la mission du mois. C'est parti. Dans la tombe sacrée.
You're going to receive the goddess's revelation at the Holy Tomb? That's news to me. I did not see that coming.
Lady Rhea's going too, right? I hear it will be well guarded, but is that really okay?
If Stolen's allies are still around, it's certainly true that we don't know when or where they may appear.
I don't know what type of place this holy tomb is, but we should be cautious.
If something happens, we'll have to take matters into our own hands.
What do you think, Professor? Is it really okay for Lady Rhea to attend?
Mais oui.
Leave it to our fearless leader to shrewdly factor in Rhea's fighting ability. You're bold, Teach. I love it. Well, the truth is, we won't know what's going to happen until it happens. All we can do is stay on our guard and play it by ear.
That's quite enough babbling, Claude. There is nobody more unfit for a holy ceremony than you.
Divine punishment won't strike us for setting foot in the holy tomb, right? Good grief. Why are you always so negative? Flame? Is something on your mind?
Who, me? No. It is nothing. May we all see this through to the end.
It still doesn't make sense to me. A goddess was living inside Teach, right? But now there's a ceremony to receive a revelation or whatever. How could that be necessary anymore? There must be another objective. It's pointless to speculate about it now. We'll know the answer soon enough. There isn't any danger for us students, but be careful, Teach.
Are you surprised, Professor? This is the Holy Tomb.
That mechanism for descending underground back there, what powers it? When I tried to come by myself, it wouldn't even budge.
This is where the goddess who created this world was laid to rest, along with her children. It is said that our creator, the goddess Sothis, sat upon this very throne. Professor, do you recognize this throne? So long. I have waited so very long for this day. Sit upon the throne. I have no doubt you will be gifted a revelation from the goddess. Well? It was supposed to be but a step away. What could possibly be missing?
Sorry to disturb you when you're distressed, Archbishop, but it seems some uninvited guests have arrived.
Don't move, any of you. If you move, your lives will be forfeit. Thank you ever so much for guiding us this far. The Imperial Army will now take possession of everything in the Holy Tomb.
The Imperial Army? What are they doing here?
So, they knew we were heading to the Holy Tomb and followed us here. Hey, who is that standing next to the angry guy? Could that be...
The Flame Emperor. I see. So you've been allied with the Empire from the beginning.
What are they doing here? What do they hope to gain?
There's only one goal for grave robbers like these. Right, Flame Emperor? You're here to steal the treasure that rests within the Holy Tomb.
For a fool you catch on quickly, those crest stones will be ours. That infernal power, which is masquerading as a medicine but is truly a poison, will plague this world no longer.
Insolence! You will atone for the sin of trampling on this holy resting place. Professor, destroy these villainous traitors who dare dishonor our creator.
Oui, chef. Oui, mommy. Tout de suite.
I am grateful.
I am grateful.
I have gratitude. Thanks so much.
Alors. Bon, là, il faut qu'on prenne des gens assez balèzes quand même. Du coup, on peut prendre Yori, Shamir, Lorenz pour le soin quand même, Constance pour la danse, Raph, Hilda. Ah, on peut prendre que 9 personnes. Oh là là. Mais là j'ai que des... J'ai que des gros bourrins, il me faut de la magie un peu quand même. Parce que là du coup c'est... Corps à corps, lui là... On va stocker tout ça après. Là c'est corps à corps, à distance, à distance, à distance. 3-2, 3-3, 4-3, 5-3, 6-3. Il faudrait enlever un corps à corps pour mettre genre un mage quand même au moins. Balthus il est fort, Claude j'ai envie de le prendre, Hilda pareil. Elle c'est bon. Oh. Après Lorenz il a de la magie un petit peu. Et Constance aussi. N'est-ce pas? Ouais, la Nosferatu et feu. Et lui, il est à Nosferatu. Donc au pire, ça peut passer comme de la magie. Écoute, on n'a qu'à garder ça. Inventaire. Alors là, j'ai plein de trucs. Tout ça, on va stocker. Je regarde s'ils ont... Voilà, lui aussi. Ok, alors lui, il faudra juste qu'on lui répare son épée. Yuri, c'est... Ouais, quoique 21, c'est peut-être un peu peu. Ça devrait être ok. Faudrait réparer pour moi. En tout cas, lui peut-être. Moi, Yuri, elle c'est bon. Raphaël peut-être quand même. Moi, Yuri, Raphaël. Là, ça devrait aller. Ok, moi, Yuri et Raphaël. Je vais faire ça tout de suite. Bam, bam, bam. Yuri et Raph. Ok. Banane. J'ai une perle noire à donner. Qui en a besoin? Alors, 18, 13, 12, 11. 11 encore. Du coup, c'est qui? C'est Raphaël et Balfus. On va donner ça à lui. Voilà, utiliser. Ok. Les techniques, j'ai déjà regardé avant, plus ou moins. Je pense pas qu'il y ait grand chose qui ait changé hein. Depuis. Ah, si, quand même. Technique plus 4, c'est assez important. On va le mettre dans autorité. Coup féroce. Ça, c'est incroyable. Oh là là, merde. Je sais pas quoi mettre à la place. Je ne sais pas quoi mettre. Bon, on n'a qu'à mettre ça. Ok. Les capacités, on va regarder encore une fois. Ça devrait être plutôt bon. Ok, les escouades plus tard. Alors, carte. Du coup, moi je suis extra stylé avec ma tenue. On va mettre ces zigotos derrière. Eux devant. 3, 6. Ah oui, il y a eux là, j'ai pas vu. Eux. Alors, elle est où la bête? Elle est là. Ok, bah il y en a une de chaque côté. On va mettre les eux devant. Elle a combien? Juste 10 de défense alors que lui... Ah bah il faut... Faudrait que je soigne les escouades aussi hein. Ça je le fais jamais. Parce que là on va en avoir besoin. Oula. On va mettre lui ici. Lui ici. Lui là, pourquoi pas. Ok, ça me paraît bien comme ça. Let's go!
I will not allow such violence from the Empire. Strike down the rebels and protect the Holy Tomb.
Oui!
The crest stones are in the caskets. Open every last one of them.
The Holy Tomb must not be desecrated. Protect as many of the crest stones as you can.
Ok.
I guess we're fighting over who gets those crest stones. What in the world do they intend to use them for anyway?
Ah, suspense. Bon, voilà, c'est pour ça qu'on aurait peut-être dû prendre des mages pour le cuirassé, quoi.
I stand ready.
Parce que...
Who, me?
Parce que là, il y en a quand même pas mal. Et c'est un peu embêtant. C'est un peu embêtant. Bon là ça tue, mais sauf que lui derrière il va me faire ma fête en fait. Il va m'éclater la goule.
To work.
To work. Bon. Ou alors il va plutôt direct aller vers les crestes. On va faire ça quand même hein. Ok. Est-ce qu'elle, elle peut le niquer? Oh mais ça va bien entamer son arc hein. Ils ont pas l'air de vouloir l'attaquer, du coup c'est bien. Et là de ce côté... Let's go hein. Niveau 20 pour le Rance.
I am still far from my best.
Il va m'attaquer mais c'est pas grave, il pourra se soigner en le butant un petit peu. Oh là là, cette map, elle est terrible. Elle est terrible.
Sure thing.
On va les avancer au max. Genre ici.
Ready and willing.
Et on a deux qui vont vouloir m'attaquer. Ça devrait aller peut-être. Alors je me mets là. Là aussi on a que un. Ah c'est l'archer. On va faire ça. On va pas essayer non plus de prendre trop de risques en... De ce côté, on va devoir mettre Hilda et là-bas Shamir quand même. Et moi, de ce côté peut-être. Bon. Ok, parfait, il a esquivé. Parfait. Tout va bien. Alors là ça commence.
That is enough. Do you even know what those stones are?
Bah je pense qu'elle sait. Je pense qu'elle sait très bien. Oh là là, quel enfer. Oh là là. Oh là là. Mais stop. Ah lui il se fait un peu plus défoncer hein. Oh. Ah il attaque Hilda? Pourquoi il attaque Hilda?
I'm all sweaty.
Niveau 20.
Oh dear, maybe I was too lazy.
Bon là ça va barder. Putain, elle peut pas faire un... attaquer 2 fois, faire un double? C'est chiant de ouf. Oh là là. Heureusement que j'ai mis Constance avec, comme ça elle peut danser à chaque fois. Mais bon hein.
I'm good now. Nothing personal.
Mais maintenant tu fais un crit.
Boring. This'll make the job easier.
La magie pourquoi pas.
She'll do nicely.
Ok de ce côté, elle... on va faire comme avant hein.
Mastery at last.
On va terminer avec elle. Bam.
Sorry, did I hurt you?
Ok, de ce côté, là c'est le bordel. C'est le souk. Parce qu'il y a lui qui va venir nous défoncer notre girl. Oh là 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 là. Alors lui il tue. Lui il tue. Oh là là.
Plenty more where that came from. Still got room to grow.
Est-ce que toi tu peux le buter? Bien sûr que non. Il va se faire défoncer par les autres en plus si je fais ça. On va utiliser Bailef hein. Bailef cheaté. Bon lui il bute là mais... Ah! Ah lui il tue lui. Ouais c'est déjà mieux que rien. Ok parfait.
Who's next?
La résistance, ça c'est bien. Comme ça lui il peut le terminer. Aïe. Non il va se faire... Il va se faire target par tout le monde. Ouais et là Claude... pas faire grand chose à moins qu'il crit avec écrasement peut-être. Mais bon c'est assez risqué hein. Ah attends, parce que moi du coup si je fais Nosferatu, si genre je me fous ici que je fais Nosferatu, ah il meurt pas. Non mais je vais peut-être tenter quand même pour le coup critique. Ah oh Jésus-Marie, merci. Ok, 23. 3. C'est
We
bien.
must all do our part.
C'est bien. Et du coup lui... Voilà, il faut qu'on le tue lui parce qu'il va nous saouler. Brise casque. Bam!
It's not luck, it's fate.
Il s'est heal en même temps. Et ça c'est très bien.
Progress suits me well.
Yeah! I crossed my fingers for that one. Allez Claude. Oh là là. Oh là 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 là. Oh là 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 là. Oh non!
I didn't expect that. We'll call it a stalemate.
Well.
Now's our chance.
Oh, ils sont chiants. Ok. Ah.
Sorry.
I'm playing on casual because I hate losing units. Like I just want to play with everyone, so and it's not really fun if I have to like reset every time. So I'm playing on casual. I think that's the best. Ok, on va continuer. Bam bam bam.
I put in some work.
Ok, de l'autre côté. Un crit. Oh. À nouveau danser.
Thanks.
Bam. Oh, mais le relou.
Sleep in the dirt.
Sleep in the dirt. Do you think about the streamability of classic? Yeah, like I'm not that good of a player like to to do classic on stream, like hard classic at least. Maybe like normal classic, but not hard. Ok, donc là faut qu'on gère lui là. Oh là 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 là. Je peux faire ça. On va se faire démonter la gueule. Ok. Now you. Faut qu'on tente le crit. Hein. On n'a pas le choix. Non. On va se faire éclater la gueule. Oh mon god. Wait. Oh ok. Charge. Tactique. Ok.
I've got an ace up my sleeve.
Bam. Et toi, s'il te plaît, tue-le. S'il te plaît. Oh! Bam! Oh! Bam! Ça c'est très bien. Ok. Il n'y a plus qu'une health bar. Donc là c'est le souci là. Là. Bam! Parfait. Ok, ça c'est très bien. Je sais pas pourquoi ils vont pas vers Raphaël, mais... Bon, le mage il va aller vers Raphaël, hein, je pense là. No, don't leave! Bam! Ça fait mal. Que lui il devrait être fine. Ouf! Le dodge qui fait du bien. Par contre là faut qu'on les rattrape hein. Non mais ils sont beaucoup trop loin en fait déjà. Ah, c'est mort. Un petit crit là? Non. Comme d'hab.
I'm good now. Silenced.
Ok.
Strength is all for a mercenary.
On va pas pouvoir les rattraper eux hein. Tant pis. Alors là de ce côté, on va juste avancer. On va peut-être tenter le coup critique là-dessus. Ok, parfait. Boom.
You lost to me? I think, yeah, I'm definitely tougher.
Là faut qu'on... Attends, il a... Ah non, il a pas heal, ouais, je l'ai cru. C'est juste qu'on a buté, c'est de l'autre côté qu'on l'a pas buté. On va refaire une petite charge, hein.
I'm looking sharp, huh?
Bam. Parfait, et là, encore une fois... Un coup critique. Yes! Bam! Ok... Alors, de ce côté, c'est un peu plus... Bah lui, il a heal! C'est lui là qui l'a soigné? Ouais, je crois que c'est lui, hein. Il faut qu'on le défonce, hein. Il faut qu'on le défonce.
As expected. Practice yields results.
Ok.
Good to go.
Non mais lui par contre, il va se faire éclater la gueule en fait. Qu'est-ce que je peux faire? Il va se faire éclater. Oh mince, je voulais pas cliquer. Bon, tant pis. Voilà. Ah bah merde en fait. Il va nous faire un... Il va nous cracher du feu dans la gueule. Ah non, ça va. Enfin, ça va. Il est juste mort. Hein. Il était décédé. Ouais, ils sont beaucoup trop loin, eux. Du coup, on va taper le monstre. Pas le coup critique.
Appreciated.
There's no masking my splendor.
Non mais elle abuse. Je vais être obligé de le taper pour le finir au moins. Bam! Oh putain. Ok. Ok, donc là il est déjà un peu plus affaibli. Lui il est juste très chiant, faut que je le termine très rapidement.
It's good to be king. All that blood and sweat was worth it.
Ok, là de ce côté, ils sont beaucoup trop loin. Je ne peux rien faire. Ouais. Bon. Ok. Il n'est pas mort. On va refaire la même. Toujours pas de coup critique.
I'm good now.
Non mais toujours pas. Non, lui il peut pas atteindre. Et du coup, on va faire ça avec Bylove. Let's go. Bam, bam. Ok.
Such power dwells within.
De ce côté. Ok, si je vais là, les gens ils vont commencer à venir me casser la gueule. Du coup, on va juste le. Oups. On va juste le heal.
Thanks.
Ok. Non, eux c'est complètement mort, hein. Je ne pourrais pas.
Adorable.
Oh, adorable. Très bien. Ils vont tous venir me casser la gueule. Ok, si je vais là, je fais... Bam. Non. Support. Soin. Ok. Et de ce côté...
Sure thing. Don't forget who you're dealing with.
Alors bien le tuer lui. Xaesque ou Fante. Fante a plus de chance. Bam.
Sorry, did I hurt you?
Ah et là je n'ai pas la range. va le soigner.
I appreciate it.
Ok. Le salto dans les airs, j'adore. Ok. Est-ce que je peux le défoncer lui normalement? Ouais. Ok, nice. Lui. Ok, lui ça tue si je fais une technique. Bam.
Boring.
Stay
Elle me
focused.
bute celle-là. Bam.
You didn't give it your all.
Ok, de l'autre côté. Je vais peut-être le défoncer. Ok, parfait.
Magnificent.
Et eux, 21, 29. Est-ce que ça tue? Non, malheureusement. C'est pas grave, on va quand même le faire. Voilà. Comme ça, toi, boum. Et toi, normalement, tu peux le tuer.
At least you're no coward.
Ah ouais. Bon, finissons-les.
Sleep in the dirt. Not what I was hoping for.
That is that.
That is that. On va danser pour lui. Ok, nice. Plus que ces bitches maintenant. On va le soigner. Oups.
Up to you.
Ok. On y est presque. Lui, je peux le bait. Du coup, faisons ça. Je vais peut-être le soigner en même temps. Soin, c'est ça.
Thank you.
Alors lui, ce mécréant, il faut qu'on le bait. Balthus, il a le plus de défense quand même. Hein. Du coup, ouais, faisons ça. Faisons ça.
Thanks.
Now I see the heart of it.
Alors.
I'm told it's fine to kill those who resist. Now then, how shall I cook you?
Voilà, par contre il est empoisonné.
Watch and learn.
Ah! Elle vient de ce côté, cette bitch.
Nothing personal.
Bam!
Boring.
Truly impressive.
Truly impressive. Cours, Byleth, cours!
Much needed.
Sure thing.
Allez, Yuri. On peut le terminer avec qui? Avec Balthus? Est-ce que... Oh 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 oh. Peut-être le soigner d'abord.
I'm still not satisfied.
Allez, Balthus. Let's go! Please! Yay!
Wait. No. I was just following orders. I just...
Et maintenant... It's time to die!
You are the one person I did not wish to make an enemy of.
Another step forward.
So, the end has come.
Is this some sick joke? The Flame Emperor is actually Edelgard?
My thank you so much.
You have disappointed me, Edelgard. To think that a descendant of House Heresmelk would dare betray the Holy Church. Professor, kill Edelgard at once. She is a danger to all of Fodlan. Such a rebellious heart cannot be allowed to keep beating.
I have achieved my objective. I will retreat. Farewell, Professor. If we meet again, it will be on the battlefield. Come, Hubert.
No words.
To flee is futile, wicked girl. The Church of Xeros will raise its entire army against you until you have been captured and punished. You have defiled the Holy Tomb, dishonored the goddess, and humiliated your brethren. That crime will never be erased. Even if you burn in the eternal flames and spill all of your blood into the goddess's soil. Come, Professor. Let us return and decide upon our next course of action.
I'm not exactly on friendly terms with the princess, but I do have a few questions for her. Edelgard said that the Creststones represent power. That means she knows how to use them. She almost certainly knows other secrets of Fodlan as well. Once things calm down a bit, there's a lot more that Rhea needs to tell us. I just hope there's still time. I have this strange feeling that history is being written, that an age of anarchy is upon us. Let's hope I'm mistaken.
The leaders of the church have misused its creed to fulfill their true desire, to rule the world. They have fooled the people of Fodlan. Long ago, they divided the Empire to create a kingdom, and then divided that kingdom to create an alliance. They did all of this to make the masses bicker amongst themselves. They caused instability in order to reinforce their own authority. They gathered gold and lived in extravagance. How? By preying on the devotion of those who wished for the goddess's salvation. Those corrupt hypocrites cannot lead Fodlan to true peace. Their foul belief system must be torn asunder so that true wisdom may finally prevail. And so, I have decided, by order of the Adrestian Emperor, Edelgard von Hresvelg, the Empire hereby declares war on the Church of Seiros.
I cannot believe it. Let us recount the situation as it stands, Professor. After you returned from the Holy Tomb, the Adrestian Empire declared war upon the Church of Seiros, as well as our allies. Edelgard demanded her own father relinquish the throne, and then assumed the position of Emperor. She has deemed the Church of Seiros to be an evil of this world, and is calling upon the people of Fodlan to help her tear it down. I must discuss our response to this declaration with the Archbishop, after the Knights return from their investigation. Until then, watch over the students. See that they remain calm.
I heard what happened, Teach. The princess, well, the Emperor now, she really did it, didn't she? The lords and dukes of both the kingdom and the alliance have been called out, and now have to choose between the church and the empire. The seed of conflict was always there, and now we find ourselves in the middle of a war that will tear Fodlan in two.
The Empire is rash, but I never thought it would come to this. How could something like this happen? I hope everyone back home is safe. I'm sure it's mass confusion at home right now. My brother must be worried sick about me.
You're absolutely right, Teach. I'm sure a lot of us are worried about our homes, but all we can do for now is prepare for battle, and tread carefully.
C'est la guerre! Putain, la voix anglaise de Rhea, elle est incroyable. Quand elle s'énerve comme ça, je trouve que tu le sens tellement. Genre,
White cloud.
elle rigole pas, cette bitch!
Lone moon. To war. Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky, a silent reminder perhaps of some inescapable truth.
Waouh! Ouais. Vraiment une bad bitch, cette Rhea. Bon, du coup, je sais pas s'ils vont encore vouloir me parler, hein, sûrement. Après, on fera quelques supports. Ah, le mois, il est petit là, il est court.
Unforgivable! I cannot fathom that the Adrestian Empire would embark on such a violent course of action.
The fault is my own. I failed to see the wickedness within Edelgard's heart. There is no question on that front. She clearly wishes to conquer all of Fodlan.
And in order to achieve her own selfish ambitions, she plotted with ill-meaning strangers and defiled the Holy Tomb. Or perhaps her ambitions are even grander than we know. Perhaps she is planning to make herself a false deity by demonizing the Church of Xeros.
Adrestia received its very name through a divine oracle. To injure the goddess is a sin most foul that shall not be forgiven, nor forgotten. We must stop the Empire, and quickly.
I have returned, Rhea.
Welcome back, Shamir. Were you able to discern the Empire's movements?
Their main troops are marching towards Garreg Mach. It is said that they will join forces with Edelgard's army and arrive within 2 weeks.
2 weeks? That is not enough time. It will require all of our efforts just to prepare our defenses before then. We must send notice to all surrounding villages at once. We must order the residents of Garreg Mach to flee for their lives.
It will be done.
Professor, listen closely. If our enemy invades the monastery, I will have no choice but to stand upon the battlefield. If something happens to me, I am entrusting my sacred duties to you. You must have guessed it by now. The truth of who you are. Or perhaps I should say, your lost memories are surely beginning to return. I have acted all these long years as a mere proxy for you. But the duty is yours, and yours alone. Only you can lead the people of Fodlan.
Rhea, please. You must tell me all that you know. I beg of you. That one is the progenitor god. Am I correct?
In a sense. Our dear professor is a vessel. One who carries the power of the progenitor god within. In time, the vessel will become one with the power contained within, and the progenitor god shall return to this world.
I see. I trust that you are aware of the questionable nature of this experiment. But I suppose there is no turning back.
I ask that you help our friend. And in doing so, help her. I am waiting and hoping for the moment when our creator rules this wayward land once more.
I understand. As ever, I will take you at your word.
Lady Rhea, brother, I will do my part as well.
Flame, were you eavesdropping? Regardless, I am glad to hear it. You owe your life to the professor after all. And in the end, they may prove to be our brethren.
You have my gratitude, Seteth. And you as well, Flame. As followers of the progenitor god, it is up to us to see our mission through.
C'est l'anniversaire de Constance, ouais.
You have my gratitude.
Ça me bute. Bon, ça va être très rapide hein, comme moi. Le prochain épisode. Mais la bataille ne n'en sera que plus longue. On va faire quelques supports. Comme d'hab, faisons dans le sens. Enfin, dans l'ordre. Claude et Hilda.
Are you actually reading, Hilda? I thought you hated studying.
Oh, hush. It's just a letter from my brother. He sends them all the time.
Your brother, huh? Isn't he known as a great general of the Alliance? A true beacon of...
Don't even start. That's got nothing to do with me.
Uh-oh, better not let your brother hear you say that. 'Twould break his fraternal heart. But all joking aside, it sounds like he really cares for you.
You can say that again. He must be rather bored, too, now that the situation in Elmira has settled down.
Ah, the Elmirans, the Eastern Menace, as they're often called. I did hear your brother had fought them a number of times. In fact, I hear he's even gone toe-to-toe with Nadir, the great Elmiran warrior.
Nadir the Undefeated, was it?
just another grizzled old man as far as I'm concerned. But my father was ecstatic when he heard my brother had defeated him. He paraded my brother all over our territory. What a pain that must have been for our people.
A pain? Any celebration is something to be enjoyed. Celebration puts smiles on faces faster than anything. I'm sure even you at least congratulated him, right? A smile from you would surely mean the world to your brother.
Well, sure. Then he got all worked up and started saying things like, I am the protector of Fodlan.
That's not far from the truth, you know? Why do you think the Almirans have been so quiet lately? They're wary of your brother. If House Goneril of the Border were a bunch of weaklings, the Almirans would have invaded Fodlan a long time ago.
You talk about it as though you've spoken to the Almirans yourself.
Well, I am heir to the leading house of the Alliance. I'm privy to all kinds of information, whether I like it or not.
You act so nonchalant about your studies, but you know so much about politics and history. You're a hard guy to grasp, you know that, Claude?
Oh, I disagree. I'd let you grasp me any day. My hand, my heart, even my neck. But if you want to know all of my secrets, you'll have to bear yours as well.
Et now, Lawrence et Raphael.
Ah, so hungry. I gotta eat something.
Again, Raphael? Here, perhaps this will suffice.
Really? I can have this? But don't you need to eat after all that training?
We can't have you starving, can we? Your strength is a great asset. It would be a terrible loss if you fell faint in battle. Besides, no true noble can look upon the hungry with indifference.
Seriously? Wow, that's awful generous of you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. But listen while you eat. I believe it would benefit you to pay more attention to the way you carry yourself in the company of your betters. It is the duty of the nobility to protect the common folk. And, in return, the commoner is expected to show deference and respect. Naturally, I understand that there is a certain tendency toward familiarity because we are classmates. However...
Oh, that was tasty.
Raphael, did you hear a word I just said?
Oh, hey! I sent my little sis some of that fancy treat you gave me a while back. She wrote back to say that it was tasty and to thank you. So thanks.
That is excellent news. I'm pleased to hear that you both enjoyed it. But there's no need for you to thank me. It was actually a gesture of gratitude in the other direction, from me to you. Thanks to the wisdom of your words, I have begun to consider my approach to dining in a completely new way. Mealtime has proven to be ideal for the study of character. It is a tool I intend to make great use of as the leader of the Alliance.
Yep, it's just like I told you. Food tastes better when you eat with good company.
That's not quite what I meant. No matter. You are satisfied, I trust?
I could probably keep eating, but I'm ready to train. All right, time to get back to it so I can protect my buddy Lawrence.
I've not quite gotten through to you, have I? It is not the duty of a commoner to protect a noble. That is fundamentally against the order of society.
But if you hadn't given me food just now, I couldn't survive on the battlefield because I'd be too weak to train. Who'd take care of my little sis if I wasn't around? She'd probably end up starving to death as well. In a way, by feeding me, you're protecting her too.
It was only a little food. There's no need to get carried away.
You're a real decent noble, you know that? Worrying so much about my sister and all. All I gotta do is protect you, then you protect everyone else, right?
I'm not certain your logic is sound, but your strength is undeniable. Very well. Do as you like. Dining certainly is a window to the soul. Eating with you has helped me to see that I've misjudged you. You're not some gluttonous simpleton. You are grateful for the protection the nobility offers, and eager to emulate our example.
Okay. Iggy et Marianne.
Is that everything?
Yes, that's the last of them. Thank you, Marianne. Just when I thought all the laundry was dry, the wind got stronger and... By the time I realized what was happening, there were clothes dancing across the sky.
That must have been frustrating to watch.
I didn't imagine they would float all the way to the stables. Thanks again for helping me pick them up.
It was no trouble. They landed right at my feet.
Well, now I can hang it all back up before sunset. Everything should be dry by the day's end. All right, I should get to...
Are you alright?
Uh-huh. The hamper's just a little heavier than it looks. Do you think you could give me a hand? Whew, we got here just in time. Thanks for the help hanging everything up.
It was nothing.
Huh.
Oh non, gênant.
What is it?
I'm sorry. I know I'm not much fun to be around. I'm not very good at small talk either.
Oh no, that's all right. After all, just look over there.
Huh? Oh, the flowers are lovely.
They were mere buds until just the other day. Now look at those gorgeous blooms.
How wonderful.
If we'd been chatting away, we might never have noticed them. Sure, the laundry was an ordeal, but at least there was a silver lining.
Son sourire me bute. Ok, on a Xaesque et Balthus. Let's see.
Training was exhausting today. Need some quick energy. Aha! Perfect time for my favorite candy. I won't make it back to my room without this sweet, sweet energy, and no one's around. So...
Looky here. It's the little lady of House Ordelia. Just back from training, yeah? You're unstoppable. Not feeling chatty, I see. Something to do with those puffy cheeks? Got a cavity brewing or what?
I definitely don't!
So bad you can't even speak properly, poor thing. It's okay, I know a guy. He'll have that rotten tooth out in no time.
No need!
Yep, best in the business. Uses special tools and everything. Door and a string or some such.
No, thank you.
Oh, you just had food in your mouth. You could have told me that a lot sooner, you know.
Wow, placing the blame on me? What a piece of work. But, hey, don't tell anyone?
That you were walking around with acorn-stuffed cheeks like some kind of overzealous squirrel?
It wasn't acorns, it was candy!
Even still, I don't plan on telling anyone a hungry girl ate some food. Not much of a story, really.
You don't get it. If people think I'm gnawing on candy, they'll think I'm nothing more than a child.
That a fact? I'd say it's downright prudent to fortify yourself any chance you get. Mature, even.
Wait, what?
Nothing is certain in life, not even your next meal. You never know when you'll be taken into custody and have to go without food and drink for a while.
Just what kind of a world do you inhabit, mister?
The real world, little lady. My life is a collection of getting into trouble, getting caught, and getting free. One time, I was actually rescued by your parents. Bet you didn't know that, huh?
They rescued you?
Too true. I owe them for that. I forgot I'm actually in a rush. I gotta run. Enjoy your secret candy, pal.
Mother and father rescued that guy? But when would that have happened?
Ah là 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 là. Ok, Marianne on l'a vu, Léonie et... Claude?
Is the water supposed to be this cold? God, my hand slipped again.
Hey, what's that noise? What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry, okay? Another fine mess I've gotten myself into.
What happened, Claude? You're soaked.
The student whose turn it was to do the dishes today was ill, so I volunteered to take his place. The dining hall lady was on my case the whole time for breaking plates and getting water everywhere. Actually, not everywhere, mostly on myself. It was just one big mess. It wore me right out, too. I could really use a nap about now.
You might be a noble with a fancy bloodline, but you sure don't act the part.
Being noble or common doesn't have anything to do with washing dishes.
Oh, I dare say most nobles would refuse to do it. But hey, I prefer it your way. You don't act like you're better than everyone.
I'm honored that you acknowledge my greatness. And I'm rather fond of your blunt way of praising a person's strengths, too.
Really? To be honest, I don't actually trust my own ability to read people. I like to look for the good in them, but that doesn't always mean it's really there. I mean, you seem like a good person, but your heart could be black for all I know.
You say you can't figure people out, but what you said just now was pretty shrewd. It's wise not to trust appearances alone.
I'll keep that in mind. Though, I'm not sure I should be taking advice from someone covered in dish suds.
Ah, yeah, I see your point.
J'aime bien ce soutien. Dorothea et Manuela.
Professor Manuela, it's been far too long since we've had a proper chat. Let's fix that right now.
Too true, Dorothea. We hardly have a moment to spare here. But it's so nice to see you flourishing. It certainly brings back memories. You know, somehow you've gotten even prettier. The years have been kind to you.
That's something like a rose telling a daisy it's pretty, but I appreciate the compliment all the same.
Oh, honey, if that's the case, I hope you'll work hard to never become a rose like me. Too many thorns.
Oh, stop it. You've accomplished a great deal. You should be proud.
That's a very nice sentiment, and I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I've been dying to know, how did you come to be enrolled here? I know you didn't have any family connections. How'd you do it?
Well, it did require pulling some noble strings. But learning everything to pass the entrance exams, that was all me, and very hard. Especially while I was still singing for the opera. But I wanted the academy more than anything else.
Well, bravo, and well done. You've always had to find your own way in life, haven't you? I so wish you could rely on people more often. Still, though, you haven't said why you worked so hard to get into Garreg Mach to begin with.
Isn't it obvious? Because you were here. When you retired, it broke my heart. But it also woke me up. Seeing someone like you who shined so brightly on the stage, give it all up and start a brand new life. It got me thinking about my own future and what I wanted it to look like. As ever, I followed your lead.
Oh my. I don't know what to say.
I had also heard that the heirs to the Alliance, Empire, and the Kingdom were all enrolling this year. With such an exceptional crop of potential spouses, how could I go anywhere else?
And have you gotten what you were after? Your dreams, a future, and a good partner?
I'm sure I'll find my somebody someday, but I haven't found them yet. Ah, it's so nice to spend time with you again, Manuela. It's been too long.
Flane. Shamir avec Ignatz. Yuri Baltus, tiens, on va faire ça là pour terminer.
The Myrmidon.
Ha! Suit yourself. My gut says the odds are in favor of that mercenary. He's clearly a seasoned Right when I open my big mouth, he goes and loses on me.
I win. Again. Had enough, Bothus?
Damn you, you've won every round. The fights are rigged. Admit it. It's the only explanation.
Of course they aren't. It's not like we're playing for money. We wouldn't be so foolish now.
would we? You're the one who started this silly game anyway. So out with it. You lost. Spill the beans. It has to be juicy, though. Something that leaves you a bit vulnerable.
Why did I agree to these stakes? If this losing streak keeps up, you'll know an awful lot about me, pal. Let's see. Okay, got one. A few years back, I went toe-to-toe with the bird beast in some ancient ruins.
This one again? You obliterated the ruins, and the Lord who found out put a price on your head. You've told me 1,000 times before.
Good story bears repeating, yeah? It seems I'm all out of anecdotes. How about I take my shirt off and let you look your fill instead? 2 full minutes.
Oh, come now. As if I'm interested in seeing your sweaty torso for the umpteenth time. If you're fresh out of stories, then I have a question for you. About your crest.
Hit me where it hurts, why don't you? Is this your idea of negotiation?
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'm simply curious. Tell me, how did you come across such a rarity? To my knowledge, nobody within House Albrecht has your crest.
Why ask what you already know? You got your own rare crest, so I'm sure you figured it out. Unless you think the goddess gave us these things while we slept. Wait, do you?
Hey now, I'm the one winning the bets, so I'm the one asking the questions.
Got me there. Hey look, the next round's starting. My luck's about to turn around, I can feel it.
Let's do you a favor and call it good here. No need to embarrass yourself further.
Even if I'm terrible at this, I can't walk away during a losing streak. I have my own sort of honor.
All right, Balthus. Check out those 2 myrmidons.
The 2 who were eating together earlier. Huh. Who knew they were opponents?
I kinda figured. Thoughts?
Well, that one's pretty beefy. Quick on his feet, too. Clearly a seasoned fighter. His opponent's okay, but a bit showy. Compensating for being newer at this would be my guess.
So, make your choice.
Thank you. First guy, no doubt about it. You can see from a mile away that he lost. Well, that was quick.
Not everything is as it appears. For example, were you and I to go at it, perhaps you'd bet in favor of yourself over me, and you'd lose. I'd use my cunning to ensure my victory, by any means necessary. Maybe I'd slip something into your food, level the playing field. You see now?
Point taken. I'll keep that in mind for this next one. Gotta put that great advice to the test, right?
Ever the bold one. It seems we must continue these games until you finally concede.
Bah voilà, bon, on a fini pour aujourd'hui. Ah, maintenant on a la musique de la guerre là, donc ça va barder pour la prochaine fois. Merci à tous ceux qui regardent la rediffusion, j'espère que ça vous aura plu. Je vous dis à très bientôt pour la suite. Bye bye.